Pittsburgh Spirit were an indoor soccer team based out of Pittsburgh and were one of the original 6 teams that played in the major indoor soccer league. The Spirit were founded in 1978, suspended operation for the 1980-81 season, then returned to the MISL until owner DeBartolo folded the team on April 11, 1986. The 7 seasons of play in Pittsburgh the Spirit average attendance for the regular season was 6,351. In the playoffs the Spirit average 7,117 1,981-82. The Pittsburgh Spirit were reinstated into the MISL after suspending operations for the 1980-81 season. Stan Terlecki led the team with 74 goals, second in the MISL to Steve Zungel's 103 goals. Both Terlecki and Zungel were named MISL regular season MVP. Goaltender Chris Sobieski had the third lowest goals against average with a 4.20 GAA. The Spirit would face the third-place Baltimore Blast in the playoffs. The Spirit won the first game of the playoffs 3-1 but lost the second game 6-5 in overtime. The Spirit lost the third game of the series 4-2, which eliminated the Spirit from postseason play, 1982-83. The Spirit did not repeat the success of the previous season and played .500 soccer for the 1982-83 season. Stan Terlecki once again led the Spirit in goals and points, and forward Paul Child finished in the top 25 in points. Chris Sobieski played sub-500 goal-going 1920 and watched his GAA fall to 4.88. The Spirit did not qualify for the playoffs during this season, 1983-84. The Spirit would have the best season in 1983-84, going 32-16 despite losing 2-time leading scorer Terlecki to the Golden Bay Earthquakes. The Spirit's attendance would peak during this season, drawing 8,000 fans. By comparison, the Pittsburgh Penguins averaged around 6,000 during the same season. Zikapka would lead the Spirit with 66 points and former first-round draft pick Joe Papaleo led the Spirit with a 16-8 record with a 4.12 GAA. Kevin Marwood earned the honor of MISL Rookie of the Year. The Spirit made the playoffs, but would lose to the Cleveland Force 3-1. The scores of the games were 4-6, 4-1, 5-6, 3-5, 1984-85. 2-time former leading scorer Stan Terlecki returned to the team, but the Spirit finished in 6th place 10 games under .500, going 19-29. Terlecki led the team with 39 goals and 66 points, and goaltender Peter Movlik finished the season 11-13 with a 4.71 GAA, 1985-86. The 1985-1986 season would be the final season for the Spirit, although they finished only 4 games out of first place of the MISL's Eastern Division. They also finished in last place with a record of 23-25. Goaltender David Barcic was named to the All-MISL team. After the completion of the season, the Pittsburgh Spirit folded. There was an attempt to revive the Spirit for the final major soccer league season, but it did not come to be. An ownership group known as Pittsburgh Soccer Inc. was approved to operate the Major Soccer League expansion team for 3 years. Staff General Manager Chris Wright. Former players: David Barcic 43 apps 0 goals. Steve Buttle 28 apps 35 goals. Mickey Cave, Clive Charles, Paul Child 133 apps 140 goals. Alfie Con, John Dolinsky 22 apps 16 goals. Helmut Dudek, Drago Domovic 37 apps 32 goals. David Egan, Charlie Falzon, Graham Fife 31 apps 37 goals. Charlie Green, Fred Gruriff, David Hogan, Godfrey Ingram, Tommy Jenkins, Zdzislaw Kapka 45 apps 30 goals. Erhard Kapp, Nicky Klinarski, Marcio Light, Mark Liverick, Dave McKenzie, Pat McCluskey, David McNiven, Kevin Marr, Peter Manos 16 apps 0 goals. Alan Mayer 17 apps 0 goals. Shep Messing, Joe Milajevic, Pyotr Movlik 27 apps 0 goals. Bill Nickel 44 apps 26 goals. Sid Nolan 23 apps 21 goals. Grzegorz Ostalchik, Joe Papaleo 25 apps 0 goals. Art Rex, Nathan Sachs, Dave Sarachan 23 apps 23 goals. Krzysztof Sobieski 70 apps 0 goals. Janis Sibis 42 apps 35 goals. Stanislaw Terlecki, Stan the Man 88 apps 139 goals 39 apps 39 goals. George Tiger 93 apps 19 goals. Adam Topolsky, Keith Tozer 85 apps 8 goals. Val Tusker, Bob Vosmar, Roger Winter. Former coaches: Bruno Schwartz, Alex Pringle, Len Billis, John Kowalski, Don Popovich. Individual honors: MISL MVP 1981 1982 Stan Terlecki. MISL All-Star Team 1981 1982 Stan Terlecki. 1985 1986 David BRCIC. MISL Rookie of the Year 1983 1984 Kevin Marr. Coach of the Year 1979 80 Len Billis.